This is a SONY TCM-465V cassette recorder. It has a tape counter, it has a earphone, it has a microphone, it has a volume. Now here you can see recording, stop, play, rewind and fast forward, and there is a pause button. Here is a cue maker. Here is a VOR. It is called automatic recording, automatic voice recording. When there is no sound, it will stop. And there is a battery indicator. There is a recording indicator, and there is low battery indicator. In here we can see the charging port and 3-volt DC in. There is a battery, 2 batteries. And there is some information. This is the volume control, not volume, tape speed control. Okay, so you can slow it down or make it fast. Okay, record long time. And it has a feature unidirectional microphone. There is the recording erase head. There is the recording head and play head. So now I have disassembled it. I have removed the circuit and the back plastic panel, and here you can see all the mechanicals. The motor, the pulleys, the gears, everything. So there was no belt, so I have to find some, and I have got this. Okay, this is a elastic band to using for girls, like making their hair. So I have no choice. Okay, I have searched the local shops, and there was no belt for this because this is not anymore there. So this is from a CD player, it's a DVD-ROM, you can say computer DVD-ROM, to open up the tray. And this belt, I have no idea where I have collected them from. And this is the elastic band I was saying. So this is not the appropriate belt for this. Okay, this belt is totally different. So I will try to buy some from like eBay or Amazon, like that. So as I have no access of this website, so I have to improvise. Okay, to show you how this work, and when I will get the proper belt for this thing. Okay, this is quite stretchy. Okay, this is not stretchy at all, so this is not appropriate. I'm telling you, this is not appropriate at all. Okay, this is very, very stretchy. So let's try it. Okay, let's try this out here. Now if I turn the free wheel, if you can say, I'm watching the belt is properly on that groove. Okay, under the groove, under the free wheel. Not, I'm saying that's wrong. It is a flywheel. Okay, so this goes under, and upper groove is for the motor. Okay, now you can see the belt is slipping because this is not the proper belt. Okay, so I'm trying to twist it and fit it again. Okay, fit it again on that. Okay, this is very, very chaotic, and what if it is not proper belt for this? Okay, there is no hope. Okay, it will slip again. Okay, you can see it is slipped again. So it is. I'm really struggling. Okay. So if you don't like this, trying me To do that, you can skip the video forward. You can see I'm really trying to keep this belt on the position, and finally I have done it. Okay, now you can see it's easily rotating, and this is not good. Okay, this belt is not slipping right now, so it is good, and the counter is good. Okay, there is another belt. Okay, I have replaced that with a string. Like a rubber string. Okay, you have see the knot. You can see the knot there. It is for the tape counter. Okay, so this belt can be in the flywheel from the motor, or I can use the belt from the DVD player I have showed you earlier. So I think this will be the tightest belt. Okay. I need a tight fit belt, okay, proper belt. So this is not a proper belt. Okay, so I'm trying to see that every gear and everything when it is on load, okay, when it is playing tape, there is so much load in that pulley, gear and the belt mechanism. So I have to be sure. Okay, now you can see the circuit board. Okay, I'm very sorry. So I haven't showed you. There is 2 screw underside of the circuit board. So I will show you the picture of the circuit board here, picture and video. If you want to see the clear picture, still picture, you can see it end of the video. I will include them. Okay, there is a small amount of corrosion from the battery acid. Okay, so I am very lucky that it hasn't gone so far. Okay, so this is working and this circuit board is okay, so I'm pretty lucky, pretty lucky. Okay, so fit it, soldered the head wire and motor wire. There is not so much wire here. 1 ribbon cable, 1 playhead cable and a motor, 2 motor cables. Okay, this is so very easy to remember. Okay, so on that time Sony was doing whatever they want. Okay, whatever they want, they was the king of the electronics. I think the 90s, as a 90s kid, okay, I know that we consider the best electronics coming from the Japan, and it was okay. I can see here now. They're very precise, they're very easy to repair, not like glued shut mobile phones like these days. Okay, so we hear music in our mobile phones. On that day, back on the day, we heard music in this type of Walkman or cassette player. Okay, there is a white hard board or like plastic sheet. So this will go under the ribbon cable to hold it very tight. Okay, so the glue is very soft over time, getting very soft over time. So maybe I have to replace that. Okay, now the positive side of the motor. Okay, you have to really careful about the playhead and the motor head. So you are choosing the right spot. Okay, If you are lost, there is not a problem, because in that circuit board there is writing, okay, motor plus, motor minus, battery plus, battery minus, playhead plus, playhead minus. So anode, cathode, everything is marked. Okay, so if you lost the ribbon cable, even you can use some jumper cable. Okay, you can use some jumper cable to route the wires, like. Okay, so it is very easy. There is available manuals for this. Okay, so for the electronics and the mechanical part, okay, everything is there. So there we go. I have just soldered everything in place, every wire. So I'm testing everything is good or not, like I always do. Okay, the belt is slipping or not. Okay, when I pressed the key, the forward and backward keys, okay, like that. I'm just watching every connection is good. Now we have I'm trying to play it, but it is not playing. Okay, now I had okay, now it is. So you can see here it is now working. It is not the smooth playback I wanted. Okay, just for the belt, it is not the smooth operation I wanted. So I am sure the audio will be distorted. Okay, lots of wow and flutter like that. Okay, I know it is not good. Okay, I'm watching the strength. Okay, how strong the motor is. It can play the tape or not. Like some tape is very old and rusty. Okay, now I can see it is playing. Okay, okay, it is pretty strong. No problem with that. Okay, so it is now fast forward. Okay, rewind. It is working fine. Okay, so we will see the tape counter here. So yes, the tape counter is working. Very good. Okay, you can plug in some microphone and hook it up in computer, and from there you can record sounds. Okay, so the tape counter is working. Everything is working fine. It's a great Walkman. Okay, I will include some information in my description box. Okay, so there is a tape. Okay, let's see how it reacts with the tape. Okay, I always forget things because I have forgotten. I have get out the batteries. Now see it again. Okay, now let's see the tape is working or not. Okay, I'm increasing the speed and decreasing the speed. So I'm watching how strong the belts are. Okay, so only the capstan and you know what, the only the capstan is not strong enough. Okay, I'm saying capstan. Maybe it is not the right name. Okay, whatever. Not strong enough to pull the tapes. Okay, so it is not fully fully functioning because the proper, I have not get the proper belt. Okay, and this tape is very hard to move. So I'm placing another tape and it is very easy. So let's see how it performs with that. Okay, now it's very easy. Okay, let's see. Yes, it is running. It's pretty slow, I can see. Okay, the microphone I always fascinated with. Okay, nowadays you can see pop-up cameras in mobile phone like that. Okay, so it is not a new idea. Okay, there was the idea before. Okay, pop up something. Okay, so reroute these cables to feed the back panel. Okay, opening this thing is very easy, very easy. Okay, you will not struggle at all. There is 2 screws I have mentioned earlier. Okay, this 2 screw is very important, because if you don't tight these screws, there will be a hum. Okay, the circuit board will not in ground and it will make some horrible noise. Okay, so you must screw things like, okay, there is a one is short and one is tall, so you have to know the right position. If you mess it up, you can mess the circuit up and the mechanism under the circuit. So very careful, and try to remember how you get this thing apart and where was the screw before. Okay, this is the smallest screw and this will get there. So let's see this cover. This is the cover. Okay, and see, check everything, the wires on the right place or something like that. Okay, now look carefully what I'm doing here. The speed control potentiometer is not getting through the hole, so I have to pry it. Of course, you have to pry it gently because it has a potentiometer and you can harm it pretty bad. Okay, so be careful and don't use your force, like don't use your force. Okay, really be soft and softly just pry this, get through the hole, get through the space there, and there we go. It is now all okay. Now you have to screw the things up. Okay, I'm using the first small screw there. Okay, this screw will go through the circuit board, so it is a smaller. Okay, the other 3 screws are the same, but you must know where the screw will go. Okay, and every device you open, and for every device you have to understand that if you use inappropriate screw in inappropriate hole, you can destroy the machine, whatever it is, the mobile phone, whatever, mobile phone, computers, like laptops, it's everything. Okay, so very careful. I'm fascinated with this tape counter. Okay, when the cassette will run, the tape will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I will know that this tape has 200, 300 or something number. There is no unit there. Okay, so I cannot say you 1 meter or 2 meter like that, or centimeter. I don't know. The counter is counting with what unit. Okay, so both two are working. That is, speed control is working. I know this is not permanent. Okay, this is eventually the belt will fall out from the system, from the groove, from the flywheel, everything. Okay, I know it very well, but I have to show you the tape is working, the mechanism is working, so I have to do that. Okay, on the other, whenever I get the proper belt, I will replace them and I will make this in a perfect. I will keep this in a perfect condition, because this is one of the most valuable Walkman in my collection. Okay, I have 4 Walkmans right now. Another review is coming, so you can see the wheel is moving. Okay, I will increase the light here. Okay, now you can see the wheel is moving. Okay, so I think everything is okay. Most of them is okay, not all of them, because there is not the proper belt. Okay, you know what, so the tape counter, when I using the wheel, left wheel, the tape counter is going on, so it's okay. So thank you for watching my videos and using your precious time with me. And there is some pictures of circuit board. Okay, there is a picture of the circuit board. There is a the IC, the connections. Okay, the ribbon cable connection. This is the IC used on this mechanism. Okay. There is the corroded part, corrosion, battery, acids from battery, corroded the circuit board. I know what to do to prevent this, so I used some alcohol to remove whatever I can. Okay.